In this video I'm going to show you a good habit to have. It's how to grease your truck and trailer. For this purpose I'm gonna use my this time I'm going to have my gloves. For this job I'm gonna use my Milwaukee grease gun, and not every point is gonna be shown on this video, but the way I'm gonna make the greasing, it's gonna be shown exactly how it is. I'm starting with my steering shaft, and why I'm starting with that one? Because it's the easiest part for greasing. When you use your gun, make sure you push. You're not just holding it on the on the point. You push and you grease, and make sure you have enough of grease on all of the sides of the U-joint. Here we go. Is grease enough? And as we proceed to the other part, I want to show you something here. Every truck have different points of greasing. It's good to have your manual checked up and be sure you greased all your moving parts and all your steering parts as well. As an example, that's one of the points I have here. It's already greased, but that's the steering arm point here. Make sure it's well greased, and when you're greasing, just check for any loose movements. Just a suggestion. I really want to use my creeper, but with the gravel I have here, it's almost impossible, and actually it's making the work difficult. So I'm gonna use just a regular board underneath my truck. Okay, as I show you the points here, and like all of you, as I said, you probably have different points of greasing. I'm gonna go under the carriage and start greasing undercarriage, the truck and the trailer. Those parts are done here, so let's go with me under the truck. I'm already underneath my truck. Here's the slack adjuster point. Always kind of use gloves and clear a little bit, and then push the gun towards the point. It's a dirty job, to be honest with you. I used to love it, but now it's just a little bit more than what I like. Here we go. Here we go. We are done with that part. Let's proceed with the rest of the parts here. The movement underneath, it's not easy as always, and especially with the gun I'm kind of struggle sometimes. Okay, what I'm doing here, it's only the driving side. I'm gonna move when I'm done with all my moving parts and greasing points with the driver side. I'm gonna move to the passenger side and do the same. Perfect. And moving along, I'm nearby, actually I'm underneath one of my very important parts, and which one I want, the one I wanted to show you here. Probably I hope you see it. Don't forget to grease that point. It's really important. That's the clutch bearing point, and many times it's missed in the shops, and that's why you have troubles with your clutch. It's over here. I hope you all see the point, and I'm gonna show you. It's not difficult. There's nothing difficult. There's nothing crazy about it. Here you go. Perfect. Greasing the drive parts, you need to disconnect your truck and trailer. That's the best way. And entering underneath your truck probably is gonna be that kind of part here under between the two axles. So for that matter, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna just grab my grease gun, and I'm gonna show where my shock adjuster points for greasing the shock adjusters. I'm gonna make the axis through the top of my truck. Okay. And once I'm done here, I'm gonna show you a mistake made by me in the previous greasing. Okay, here's the points. It's pretty easy from the top to reach the points from the top. Okay, here's the point, and let's push a little bit and grease. Make sure it's not overflow with grease. We are done here, and let's go underneath, and I will show you what I mean. Okay, that's underneath my truck. That's the rubber seal of the shock adjuster. I just grease, so we have full with grease, and it's perfect condition. Let me show you what can happen if you over grease, and the situation on the other side. Let's go. That's my passenger side shock adjuster, and that's the rubber seal which already been blown out because of over grease. Nobody wants that kind of situation. Right now I need to change my shock adjuster because of over grease point. So don't forget, guys, be careful with the grease. It's good to be greased, all the moving parts to be greased, but not over greased. In one of my next videos, I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna change my my over grease shock adjuster. Right now I'm just greased enough till I reach the time to change the whole shock adjuster. As we start with our trailer, I'm starting with my support legs. There's 2 points here and the same on the left side. Seconds to 15 seconds is enough. Okay. It's a dirty job. Let's go on the back side of the trailer. I'm already underneath my trailer, starting to grease my shock adjusters. Here we go, perfect. They're not as hard as the truck. Moving to the other side. Clear it a little bit more. That's the point. Oh, here we go. Enough. Careful not do the same mistake as I did on my truck adjusters. And we have 2 more on the back side, and we are done. Let me proceed slowly. Okay. Here's the point. And as I always like to suggest here, don't clean your undercarriage. It's good all of the grease to be underneath. I mean all of the grease on the moving parts for the winter season. It's kind of protecting the parts from the south. Okay, here we go. Enough. Okay, and now the other side. I really like doing my trailer because it's easy. Let me grab my... here we go. It's a messy job. Okay, I already see the grease on the bottom. Here we go, perfect. We are done with truck and trailer. Let's go and grease the 5th wheel. Okay, for the final part, I'm greasing my 5th wheel. The way I'm doing it, it's not the way you're all supposed to do it. It's every driver is different. I always like grease on the 5th wheel. It helps the steering control of my truck. Steering control. I'm done with my greasing, and I'm always taking the grease gun and grease above a tube of grease with me in the truck. I remember an old trucker, and actually my father as well, suggests me to grease my truck and trailer every working week. Depends of the working week, of course, but if you are driving heavily, that's my suggestion as well. Let's go and connect the truck and trailer, and it took me 30 minutes, even 15-20 minutes to grease my whole assembly of truck and trailer. I think you can all do this. And before I'm connecting my rig, I'm gonna lower the suspension for easy connection and not the grease to be scrubbed out from the 5th wheel. Come on, let me show you. This is what I'm doing. I'm lowering the suspension, and gradually I'm gonna go, if I have no help, to check it out where my airbags are. Then I'm gonna push to lift it up, and then we're gonna connect the truck and trailer. If you don't know your rig, you need to come out and check it out by yourself. No, it's just a stone I'm removing from my tunnel. You're coming and you're checking. If you know your rig, you don't need to do so. You want to know your dimensions. what I'm doing, I'm releasing the trailer brakes for me to easy take out the legs. Be sure there's nothing into the plug. Always the red one and then the blue one. Release. Take your balls and release the legs. Thanks for watching how I grease my truck and trailer. It's a good habit to have. And again, if I can make it, you all can do it. Thanks for watching. If you like, put thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you. Till next time.